legs hips width apart, and our palms very gently on our thighs or by the side, wherever it feels very comfortable to you. Your palms can be overlapping with each other. Let's take our awareness to our feet. Feel the sole of the foot is touching the ground. You may lift your toes and widen your fingers and place them gently back on the ground. And lift your heels and very gently place them back on the ground again. Feel grounded with both of your feet and gently move your awareness from your foot to your legs, thighs, and to the hip. Keep your eyes closed and now bring your awareness to your spine. Make sure your spine is erect. Shoulder blades are slightly touching. And shoulders are very relaxed. The neck is long. Feel the body comfortable and relaxed. Bring your awareness to your breath. Take a deep breath in to the abdomen and chest. And gently, with control, let all the air out from your abdomen and chest. Inhale, feel the belly and chest. And exhale, let all the air out very gently. One more time. Inhale, let the abdomen and chest expand. And exhale, gently let all the air out. Bring back your awareness to your breath. If your mind drifts away to the past or to the future, acknowledge it and gently bring it back to your breath. again and again. Do your opening prayer so that the universe come together to make this event obstacle free and allow us experience the energy of peace and joy in this program. गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम् ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामय सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings see goodness in others. May all beings be free from disabilities. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Surbhi, you're mute.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dipti. That was Dipti Swain from Ashramli. So welcome, everyone. And we are ready to begin the celebrations for International Yoga Day in our way. So I'd like to welcome all the attendees, and I'll welcome all our guests today, our panelists. My name is Surbhi Guleria-Joshi, and I am the co-founder of Poōrna Wellness app that you'll hear more about in a little bit, and the co-organizer for this event. And I am joined by Ismat Dhala-Nathani, who is the force behind getting this event together. I'll introduce her in a bit. She's right here. What we want to do today is really start this event to share what we want to create and spread in this world. And that's really the intention. So to begin, if I can kindly set the intention, which Dipti has beautifully initiated. And I would like to invite everyone to take a moment to really take in the message of peace within, to share peace in the world. So that's really what the intention is. And the way that you can do is by simply not doing anything. Like we would like you to do is simply just relax and bring your attention to the event. Every time you feel that your mind is wandering, just make sure that you bring it back and be present to being here, because your energy is what is really going to create this event. So each one of you who's here, I'd like to welcome you, and I'd like to share with all the Facebook audience who's watching as well that this event is really a fruit of Poōrna, and that is really what it means to be complete. So we'll share more about that. But today's event, what to expect is we will have a short message by the Consul General of India that will be coming up next, and followed by a talk by Dr. with Ismat on the union of being one with nature. And we are very, very honored to have Jivasu ji, who is here on behalf of Naturality and Jai Wellness. And he will talk about meditation and peace within, and have us walk through that journey. Followed by Meenakshi Marla Joy. She is a beautiful soul, and she will be doing some chanting, and she will show some yoga poses as well. So we'll get to learn together. And then followed by Kimberly Huie, who is an actress, producer, director, and she will share her real life learnings and sharings and how this work has affected her as a person and her work. And if time permits, we would love to have a little bit of fun and do a little quiz to give a little bit of information to you to really understand a little bit more about yourself. So we will see if we are left with time, but we would love to continue on that journey. So as we are moving forward, I'll take a minute to share with you what Poōrna Wellness app is. So what Poōrna means, it is complete, being in completion or being complete, and it is a verb, it's an active word. So it's a process of doing something to be complete. And I would like to share with you the place where all of you can learn more about it. And I would like to invite each and every one of you to participate in what we're doing with Poōrna. So if you can see my screen, I will just quickly show you what to do. So if you can see the screen, poornawellness.com, and I'll share the link. It is our journey, and this is something we're setting out with everyone and people who are looking for support in achieving balance, having a sense of fulfillment to their lives. And we at Poōrna believe that that is something that every person should feel. And the process of achieving it, sustaining it, and being that Poōrna or complete being is where we are inviting people who are interested. So if you are someone who is currently looking for someone to help you through that journey, please visit the site. And when you go on the site, there is a little enrollment, very simple, that just asks you to drop a message with your name and email. That's where we would be getting in touch with you, and we will one-on-one work with you to support you in this journey. So the link is right here. I will share that with everybody right now. And the next thing that we would like to do is, while we're waiting for, I think, Apoorvaji to arrive, we will move ahead with, okay, I think she is here. So I would be happy to do the inauguration ceremony with the Consul General of India. And Apoorvaji.
Hi, namaskar.
Over to you.
Thank you so much. First of all, I wish all of you a very happy and healthy 6th International Yoga Day. And thank you for inviting me, Poōrna. And I've been looking forward for this wonderful session. So unlike last year's where, International Day of Yoga has been celebrated with a lot of people, and it's a public event with a lot of people. This time, PM Modi has given the thing that Ghar Ghar Se yoga from home because of the current pandemic. So this Zoom conference is very timely, and it's a great idea. And I hope that everybody will take advantage of it, and would like to use this as a platform. As you all know, International Day of Yoga, has been declared by United Nations on the initiative taken by Prime Minister Modi in 2014, and 177 countries, including Canada, co-sponsored this thing. And 2 years later, it was also declared by UNESCO as intangible heritage of the world. So the world has accepted and embraced yoga in a very beautiful way. And if you talk about Canada, every 20% of the people, every fifth person in Canada does yoga. And if you see by Google search, Canada is one of the most yoga curious countries. So there's already a lot of interest in yoga in Canada, and the sessions like this and the work done by your companies definitely will definitely help in enhancing the thing. And I'm very yoga, as you know, is everybody knows that it's a union of spiritual, physical, and mental well-being, and I hope this session provides you all the same. So just my best wishes for this session, and just all of you, please stay healthy and stay safe. And first again, I wish all of you a very, very happy and healthy 6th International Yoga Day. Thank you. I look forward to the session.
Thank you very much, Apoorva-ji. Thank you very much, Apoorva-ji. It is an honor to have you here. So next, I would like to introduce to you Vaidya Ismat Dhala-Nathani, and she is an amazing person, and she has been spreading the message of Ayurveda for more than 20 years. And she is the founder and director at Center for Ayurveda and Indian Systems of Healing, KAISH. And she is going to be sharing some thoughts and some applicable knowledge with us on yoga, union with nature. So over to her.
Namaste, everyone. Happy International Yoga Day, the 6th International Yoga Day officially, but yoga has been a day every day for more than 3,000 years. And I welcome everyone to this wonderful platform that Poōrna Wellness app has created for us, and giving us the opportunity to, from social distancing, still celebrate the togetherness, the oneness, the peace within, and take with us the essence of the Yoga Day. I also welcome all my colleagues and friends here today who will be joining me and will be spreading their piece of work and their contribution as masters, senior teachers in Canada for many, many years now. So starting with knowledge about yoga. Yoga actually comes from the word yoj, which means union. And this union very well explained by sage Kapila in Samkhya philosophy as a journey from consciousness to matter. The journey between consciousness to matter occurs with the interaction and the interplay of the 5 elements, which is the creation of all creative creatures on this planet. And when we talk about union, the union is bringing the 5 elements together in oneness and not separating them. Poōrna Wellness has been great tool right now to bring this knowledge and wisdom of 5 elements to all of you. But before we could take on to the next piece of a life, we need to first take it within us. Elements in yoga are very beautifully put out there and with very simple representation of understanding the elements as simple as in your hands. All your 5 fingers have got the elemental representation starting from your thumb, which is the fire element, and going right into your ring finger, which is a representation of the earth element. Now, when you use these 5 fingers in certain combination, we are balancing all the 5 elements, which is the space, air, fire, water, and earth. And when the 5 elements are integrated together and there's a flow of prana, there's a complete interaction between the world within us and the outside us. The world within us and the world on the consciousness level. So I invite you all to today learn about your elements, try and integrate them in the way you can. Ayurveda is also beautiful sister wisdom of yoga that talks about elements and helps you to understand elements through food, through conscious living, through conscious eating, conscious self-care, where disease has no room or no place in our world. So let's do a simple pranayama, which is called as the bumblebee pranayama, and this pranayama utilizes all the 5 elements within your body to create this interaction and this integration. It's very simple. Sit in a comfortable position wherever you are, whether you're on a chair, whether you're on a mat, whether you're sitting on your bed. This pranayama is also meant for all ages, from our seniors to our children, to any age, in any physical capacity you are. If you cannot do an asana or a posture, simple breathing exercises, and of course, certain meditation will help you to find that balance within yourself. So the bumblebee pranayama is done with the interaction of your 5 fingers from both the hands and utilizing the 5 sensories, which are also representation of your elements. So like your eyes represents the fire element, your nose represents the earth element, the mouth represents the water element, the ears represent the space element, and the touch and the feel represents the air element. So let's bring all our 5 fingers together. You will be taking your thumbs and will be putting it in your ears, kind of blocking everything that is outside you so you can really feel the inner vibration. You'll be using your 2 fingers here to close your eyes. You'll be using your ring fingers to close your nose, and your baby finger, you can leave it right on the edge of your lips. You will be taking your tongue and touching it to the roof of your mouth. And that way you're surrendering. When you take your tongue, roll it up and touch it to the roof of your mouth, you're surrendering. You're surrendering all the external interaction coming in, the distraction basically that are coming in, and you're synergizing yourself in oneness. So let's do this pranayama. Take your thumb in. And you'll be taking a nice deep breath in. When you exhale, you'll be exhaling with the sound. It's the same sound that the bumblebee makes. And when you create that sound, you'll feel a certain vibration within you. And that vibration is the vibration of the elements coming together along with the prana flowing, and longevity within you arises. So I'll give you a demo. Do it with me. Take a deep breath in and out with the sound. One more time. Deep breath in. Close your ears, close your eyes. A gentle touch on the nose, a gentle touch on the lips. Tongue under the roof of your mouth. Take a nice deep breath in and out the sound. Comfortable, you can keep doing it for a couple of more times, and this can be done as many times as you can. Takes away all the stresses, integrates your 5 elements, and makes you feel complete and fulfilled. So for now, this is a gift from me to you for the yoga day, and I hope you can continue using simple techniques like this in your daily lives to combat stress, build your immunity, and make your journey towards consciousness. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Ismat. Our next speaker is Jivasu ji. And a little bit about Jivasu ji. He is a graduate of Harvard Medical School, and he has studied integrative mind-body medicine, and he's been a very, very strong voice and a good pioneer in the space of learning about yoga and the principles and breaking it down to something which is very, very useful and applicable to all of us. And he's written a book called Naturality, a natural path of awakening and meditation, a path of relaxation, awareness, and expansion of awareness. And he teaches at McMaster University, and we are honored to have you. So I'll pass it on to Jivasu, sir.
Sahajaste, this is the special greeting created for naturality, because naturality in Sanskrit is Sahajta.
Account management, account settings.
And this greeting means natural in me affirms natural in you. Because some people don't believe in divine and there is no need to. But all of us have our own nature and we affirm that in each other.
Okay.
And I will start with few lines in Sanskrit and will tell you the meaning, because then you will understand the meditation which I am going to do. Dharma deham dharma manas dharma buddhi atma dharma priyajan dharma sarvajan dharma desh dharme dhara धर्म ने हम धर्म एकम धर्म ही गतिशीलता धर्म जीवन धर्म चेतन धर्म ही आनंद परम सहजम अस्ति 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 ही. The meaning: right care of my body, feelings and thoughts and soul, right care of my family, community, country and earth. Let this right care come from a sense of oneness, love and movement. And let this right care bring me the bliss of conscious existence. I affirm this, I affirm this, I affirm this in my naturalness. The meditation which I am going to share with you is called Brahma Dhyan or expansive meditation. And to be very clear, I'm not doing meditation, it is a meditation technique. Because there is a difference between meditation technique and meditation. Meditation technique is a process, algorithm, which is put together by mind, hoping one day this technique will take us to meditation. So all techniques are the product of mind and thought. And meditation, when it happens, it will happen spontaneously and it will be beyond thoughts and mind. Why we do techniques? Because hoping one day technique will be dropped and we will be slipped into meditation. Number two, the meditation is relaxation, awareness, and expansion of awareness. So there are three components for a complete meditation. Number one, relaxation. Number two, awareness. Because once we are relaxed, we become aware of ourselves, what is happening within ourselves and in the world around us. But that is not enough, because then after that, it will be an expansion of awareness. And that is where we connect to the whole nature, the whole universe, the whole cosmos. We become the world, we become the nature, we become the consciousness, the cosmos. Because brain has no boundary, it is the mind, our conditioned mind, which creates the boundary, and meditation is the shattering of those boundaries to be released into the last destination of yoga called samadhi, a total liberation, kaivalya. So all these three elements of meditation will be in this technique, expansiveness, and it is created for naturality program. So in order to do that, be comfortable wherever you are. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your back is straight, but not tense. Your hands and feet are soft. Eyes softly closed, because 80% of the perception happens through eyes. Closing the eyes means you are allowing the energy to flow within you. And now, bringing your gentle focus and attention to your breathing. Become aware of your breath as you are breathing in, as you are breathing out. It is not a concentration, it is a gentle focus and attention. Concentration is stress. Focus and attention, they create relaxation. And now, making your breathing a little more slow, a little more deep, but it remains gentle. Find your natural rhythm to breathe slowly, deeply, and gently. Slow, deep inhalation, slow, deep exhalation with your natural rhythm. This part is relaxation, the first component of meditation. Slow, deep, and gentle breathing according to the rhythm of your body and mind. Allow yourself to relax in this breathing. Become the breathing. Go deeper and deeper inside you with its depth. And now the breathing becomes normal and regular. Feel your body and slowly bring your gentle focus again to the middle of the chest. And slowly enter deep into your chest, into your heart space. That is where your center is. It is not the anatomical heart, heart of the flesh and blood. It is a feeling heart where you experience emotions, feelings, heartbreak. Deep in the chest, find that space, heart space, by feeling it. And once you find that space deep within, then visualize, imagine, or feel a light of any color, any size, any temperature. So visualize, imagine, or feel the presence of a light in that heart space, center of your being, of any size, of any color, of any temperature. If you cannot visualize, then just feel the presence of this light. And allow its gentle glow to fill your body from within as if your body is hollow. So this gentle glow of the light is filling your body from within. As if your body is empty from within, just surrounded by a shell of skin. It is filling your head space, your face, eyes, and neck. Your shoulders and arms. Your chest and your belly. Your pelvic area and your legs. Slowly, all of them are filled with this gentle glow of the light of your consciousness, of your soul centered in your heart. You are filled with your own light. You are full to the brim. Poōrna, complete. Seeing it, feeling it. Continue to feel, continue to see within yourself your own fullness. That is the very nature of ours. That is who we are. Continue to focus on it. And if your mind wanders, acknowledge it and bring it back again and again to see and feel the glow-filled body. It is solid, it is calm, it is stable. And now, allow this glow which filled your body to expand beyond the boundary of the body, 3 to 4 feet around you. That is your aura. So now, after the body is filled, the physical body, now your energy body, which extend 3 to 4 feet around you, forms your aura. So you are surrounded by your own glow. And this is the space which our biological brain maps. Brain doesn't map only the body, it maps this space 3 to 4 feet around us. Become aware of your space, your amness. I am. I, the body, amness the energy around you. It is like your protective sheath in which you are calm, in which you are peaceful. All thoughts and distractions, they will come, but they will be reflected back from this sheath. Thoughts from outside will be like flies buzzing, but they cannot enter in this space. Stay with it, feeling and seeing both. You expand it. And now it will expand further. Your own glow, glow of your soul, your consciousness, and fill the whole space where you are sitting. Your presence fill the whole space. And whatsoever comes in the field of your expansion becomes the part of you. A person, chair, table, wind and light. anything, everything in this room and space become the part of you. You expend it. There is no other. All are in you. You are in all. Feeling it, seeing it. In Tevalle, there is no other. It is a state of absolute aloneness in which everything is contained and lives. In this room, all is the part of you. You are the part of all. And now, time to bring your focus and attention again to your heart space, where the light of your being is, your center, your consciousness. Time to return. Feeling it, seeing it for a few moments. And then take 3 deep breaths. And after 3 deep breaths, slowly and gently opening your eyes. It was expansive meditation, relaxation, awareness, expansion of awareness. 3 elements of meditation to break the boundary of the mind. Brain is ever free. It can reflect a tiny flower or the largest galaxy. What prevents us from expanding to become one with everything? Our patterns of thoughts, our memories, which condition and occupy the brain. The meditation is to shatter that boundary and to be released in that freedom. That is why meditation is the first and last, freedom. It depends on the quality of the brain called neuroplasticity. Liberation, nirvana, samadhi, salvation is nothing else but radical transformation, change in the neuroplastic brain. We have to remember consciousness doesn't evolve. The biology evolves. All meditations are about changing my brain and body. The consciousness at any level is all given to us, but we are not aware of us because of the patterns. And those patterns we break as we change this marvelous instrument of perception we call brain. And the most beautiful, sacred, living thing which we call body. Rest is non-living, only this body and brain. So whether we do yoga, whether we pranayam or meditation or anything, what changes truly is body and brain. Evolution is all about body and brain. Consciousness doesn't evolve. We simply become aware of it. That is why when we take drugs, in a moment, our brain changes and we are transported into grand realms of the universe. But of course, that is artificial stimulation, ultimately destroys the brain. But the same phenomena happens in meditation, changing the brain, but organically. Change will stay. We become the meditation. So again, I will end this saying the meditation which I did is not meditation, it is a technique. Meditation we cannot do. Meditation happens. Almost beautiful things in our life we cannot do. Mind is too limited. They all happen to us. And if we become aware, they stay with us. So with that, I will end this session. Sahajaste, an alternative to Namaste. Natural in me affirms natural in you.
Thank you so much, Jivasuji. That was an incredible experience, and thank you for taking us on this small meditation on how to touch peace within. What I gathered from it is that we do, as individual in our limited capacity that we think of ourselves, we have that power within us. And thank you for showing us that technique. And we hope that on this journey we can increase the level of our consciousness. So all the attendees who have joined us and who are with us on Facebook Live, I hope that you found that useful. And this event that we have presented to you is really to bring us together with that message that even though there's a lot of things that are out of our control, we might think of them as uncertain that are happening in the world. The one thing that we do have in our hands is within the world within us. So this practice is beautiful and it was very simple. It was not easy, but we encourage everyone to take this on so that we can cultivate that peace within and that's the only way that we believe here at Poōrna and at this event, that's the way we can share that in the world. So each one of you brings that energy. And with that, I would like to take on over to the next part of our program with Meenakshi Marla Joy. And Meenakshi is a wonderful person, and it's incredible what she has done and what she's achieved. She is a little bit about her. She is the owner and director of Downward Dog Yoga Studio, which is one of the oldest yoga studios in Toronto. She's been doing this work for more than a couple of decades, and she is an international yoga teacher in Ashtanga, Vinyasa yoga, restorative yoga, and she's also a musician. She's a recording artist and has produced beautiful kirtans and Sanskrit chanting, and hopefully she'll share some with us today. She is also a practitioner and a spiritual counselor, and she is also well-versed in Odissi, the temple dance called Odissi form of dancing. So it's my pleasure and honor to welcome Meenakshi Marla Joy.
Thank you so much for having me, Poōrna Wellness. I wish everybody a happy International Day, a beautiful, auspicious day. It is solstice. It is a beautiful Sunday. So I feel very honored to be here with you all. And we're just going to do a little bit of a practice dedicated to Surya, so dedicated to the sun. So we're just going to do some little mini sun salutations to start out. Very, very gentle practice. And then at the end, we'll do a little bit of chanting together. Hopefully everyone can see me. So just come into either Vajrasana, if that's comfortable for you, just sitting on your heels. You can also come into Sukhasana, just a comfortable seated position if you like. And we'll just take a moment and bring our hands to the heart. Anjali Mudra. We'll take a moment and close our eyes and find our breath as we breathe through our nose. Taking the gaze to the third eye, the Agnya Chakra. And we'll join together with one long Om. Inhaling. Listening to that sound reverberating. Gently allow your eyes to open, and then we'll just open up the lateral body. So kind of like a big, huge sun. So over to your right side, feel your left hip drop, and imagine you're just doing that big, huge circle of the sun. And then as you exhale, just circle it over to your right. Stretch forward through your fingertips. You can let your head go if you like. Reach back through your pelvis. And on your next breath, take it forward to center, palms flat, press back. Keep on going on your next breath to the left. So we're making a circle. We're drawing the circle of the sun. And on your next breath, over to the left, up and over to the other side. Beautiful. Good. Completing that circle as you come up, and then just turn your palms up. Lift your heart to the sky. Take a minute. I invite you to close your eyes and actually feel the sun shining from the heart in all of its rays and all of its glory. And then as you exhale, take that back into center. Integrate that within. Inhale, and then exhale. We'll slowly come onto our hands and knees. So just mobilizing the spine a little bit into our cat-cow, shoulders over the wrist. As we exhale, we're just going to arch, tuck your tail under, chin towards your chest. And as you inhale, release your tail. So arch your lower back, your mid back, your upper back. Gently look up. And one more time like that. Exhale to round, tuck under. And inhale to arch through your lower back, your mid back, and then your upper back. Beautiful. And then just slowly come to center and into neutral. We're gonna tuck those toes under, press into our hands, and then glide the hips back. So you can, if your hamstrings are tight, you can keep your heels high and you can bend your knees in downward dog. And just try it and take your hips back a little bit. I'm looking at you, but you can let your head go. Couple of breaths here in downward dog. So whatever version of downward dog feels good. Breathe into your body, inhabit your body with your breath. And then your next inhale, step the right foot forward and come down onto the left knee. So just coming into a short, small lunge here. Inhale your left arm up. And then as you exhale, just do a little bit of a twist, bringing your left elbow to the outside of the knee, stacking your palms, and again, turning your heart to the sky. Couple of deep breaths here, gentle rotation, whatever feels good. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to the floor and we'll step back. And then shifting forward, 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 you can drop your knees to the floor, come down onto your front side. Keep the hands here, just at the base of your ribs. And a nice little baby cobra, Bhujangasana, lift your chest. Gaze at the tip of your nose. Breathe. Beautiful. And then as you exhale, we're going to press into the hands, back onto the knees, tuck our toes under, and then glide the hips back to downward facing dog. Release the head. Nice deep breath here. And then inhale, step the left foot forward and come down onto the right knee. We're going to inhale the right arm up, so twisting to the other side. From these right ribs, pull in and bring your elbow to the outside of your knee. Palms come together, stacking, and then twisting to the left. Very gentle, always to your own capacity. Most important thing is that your breathing is smooth and easy. Open the heart to the sky. Beautiful. And then exhale, release the hands to the floor, press into the hands, stepping back, shifting your weight forward, dropping the knees if you need to, come all the way down onto the abdomen. Clasping the fingers together. And we'll inhale, this time press your toes down, lift your chest. A little bit of a variation of Shalabhasana, locust pose. Gaze at the tip of your nose. Breathe. And as you exhale, bring your hands again to the base of your ribs. Press back onto your knees. Tuck your toes under. And glide your hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, and one more time, step the right foot forward, left knee to the floor. This time we'll add like a little bit of a back bend. So we're going to take the hands behind the head. And as we inhale, squeeze your elbows to center and lift your heart up to the sky. Your elbows lift, the eyes of the heart lift. Inhale. Beautiful. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Stepping back again. Shifting the weight forward, knees can drop all the way down. Nice, easy little baby Bhujangasana. Inhale. Good. This time we're going to exhale. Press onto the knees, tuck the toes under, gliding back to downward dog. Inhale now, the left foot forward, the right knee down. Good. All the way up with the arms. Maybe even clasp the fingers the other way behind your head. Inhale, lift the heart to the sky, the elbows to the sky, look up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to the floor, nice, stepping back. Shifting the weight forward, drop the knees if you like, all the way down. One more time, inhale, lift the heart, gaze at the nose. Exhale, press into the hands, back onto your knees, tuck your toes under, and then glide your hips back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Beautiful. And then look forward. We're just going to slide the left knee forward, come down onto the left hip. And then we'll wrap that right leg all the way around. If it's comfortable for you, bring your right knee so it's right over top of your left knee. And then just bring your hands to your tops of your thighs and press down so you feel your sitting bones really, really grounded. Inhale, nice deep breath. Lift the chest. We'll take our fingertips back behind us. Tiny little back bend. The heart is lifting to the sky. And as we exhale, come up and over and just walk your hands forward. Let your chest fall down onto your legs. A couple of breaths here, feeling your sitting bones and your hips grounding. And then inhale, press, slowly come back up to center, and then lean back a little bit so you can release your right foot to the outside of your knee. Drawing your lower spine in, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Nice little baby twist, right fingertips behind you. Inhale the left arm up. So we can either hold the knee and twist, or we can take the elbow to the outside of the knee. Start to lift the heart. I invite you to close your eyes as you gently twist. Breathe up and down the spine. Feel the shoulders soften. Elongate the breath through the crown and back down through the tail. Beautiful. Exhale and unwind. Very nice. Lean back and then just change the cross of your legs here in the air. So your left knee is now on top of your right knee. Even if it's up here, it's totally okay. And just start to feel your hips and your legs soften down. Inhale and lift the heart to the sky. Look up. And exhale up and over. We're going to walk forward. Beautiful. Slowly release your head. Breathe into those hips. Let the body weight relax and release over your legs. Good. Inhale, slowly walk back in. Lean back first and then release that foot to the outside of the knee. Drawing the lower spine in. A little bit of version of Matsyendrasana. Left fingers back. Inhale the right arm up, either holding the knee to twist or the elbow to the outside of the knee. Again, I invite you to close your eyes. Inhale, elongate through the crown, lengthen. Exhale to gently turn. Breathing so you feel your body in each movement. One more breath. Beautiful. And then exhaling back to center to release. Leaning back again to release your feet forward. And we're just going to hold on to our shins and then round the back here. So pull the shoulders back, arms are totally straight here. And then almost feel like you're placing each vertebrae down onto the floor, to your mat, one at a time. So one at a time, slowly, slowly, slowly coming down until you're on your back. And we're going to set our feet so that they're hip width apart and parallel. Moving towards Supta Bandha Sarvangasana, so bridge pose. The arms can just be down, palms down if that's easy. And then we'll press into our feet and slowly start to lift our hips. You can also clasp your fingers underneath you and bring your shoulders underneath you. So whatever feels good here. Knees are over the ankles, press into your feet, and then try and lift again. It's like you're shining the sun of your heart up to the sky. And just feel those rays moving in all directions. So the top of the sternum is lifting as you press into your feet. Beautiful. One more breath. And exhale to slowly release down. As you release down, take your legs back. This is called Ananda Balasana, or happy baby pose. So your knees are your feet are right over your knees. If you can, reach for your feet. And then just draw your knees down towards the floor. You often see babies in this posture, actually. And if you want, you can just rock a little bit from side to side. And just kind of feel how that lovely opening that happens in your inner thighs. Come back to center when you have a moment. And then try and reach your tailbone away from you. So you'll feel your lower back flattening a little bit. And at the same time, lengthen the back of the skull on the floor. So you really feel the back of your body now grounding as you breathe. Feeling Mother Earth right underneath you. Bhumi Ma. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly release. And we'll take our feet to the floor and our arms open to the side. So first we start Chattara Parivartanasana. We'll let the legs, the knees come all the way over to the right. If that left arm is open, and then let your head turn, if it's comfortable, away from your knees. This right hand can be wherever it wants. Maybe it wants to be on your hip. Just let the head release to the side. Yes, very nice. And breathe into your abdomen, up into your heart, out through your arm. Each breath, feeling your body even deeper. If you were here before, then just feeling that glow. It's such a beautiful feeling and image. And slowly, slowly take the knees back up to center. Shift the hips a little bit to the right. Bend your knees up, and then up and over to the other side. So the arm is going to open to the side. Let the head release. Left hand can be on your hip. Gently press it away. Breathe into your abdomen and your chest and out through your armpits. One more breath. And then inhale, slowly take the legs up. And then just a little faster. We call this kind of like a windshield wiper. So up and over. Let the head turn in the opposite direction of the legs. It's really a nice feeling on your hips and on your sacrum and your lower back. So just feel comfortable letting your legs kind of come up and flop over from side to side. A few times, breathing as you go. Nice. And then coming to center. From center, just be sure you're straight on your mat. So you might need to readjust a little bit. And we'll release one leg hip width apart and the left leg hip width apart. Let your legs roll open. Let your arms roll open. If you want to cover your eyes, go ahead. No practice, asana practice is complete without Shavasana, the corpse pose, or I like to call this pose Amarasana, right? The immortal pose. So just let your eyes close and the back of your body release into Mother Earth, feeling her receiving you. Surrendering deeper and deeper. With every exhalation, feel gravity and that force pulling you down. Purnamada Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udacate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishate Purnameva Vasishate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly breathe deeply and stretch. And very, very slowly come up to seated, where we can finish together with a short chant to the sun. Find a comfortable seat. And the mantra is Om Sum Suryaya Namaha. Suryaya Namaha, to the sun. Okay, so we'll bring our hands into Anjali Mudra. Feel the sun centered there. We'll chant Om together and then call and response. Inhale. Sum Suryaya Namaha. Om together. Om Sum Suryaya Namaha. And then the whole mantra now together. Om Sum Suryaya Namaha. Om Sum Suryaya Namaha. One more time. Om Sum Suryaya Namaha. Keeping the eyes closed, sending out the fruits of your practice to all beings everywhere from your heart. Let us chant Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti. Feel it spreading everywhere. Shanti. Shanti. Holding your eyes closed. You are the call of the rising sun, the hope of all people in need. You are the seeker, the goal, and seeking itself, blazing like fire in every heart, calming the mind of its restlessness. You are the seer, the seen, and the sight itself. You are the seer, the seen, and the sight itself. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Meenakshi, for that beautiful, beautiful practice.
That's good.
So with this about 25-minute practice and the earlier meditation that we did with Jivasu, I can speak for myself as a seeker. I do feel a different state. Even though there's lots of things going on, making sure that this event is fruitful for all of you here, but I feel transformed, and that's the real message that we want to share with everyone, that little time that we can spend with ourselves to cultivate the practice of touching that peace that we have within us, I think we can bring monumental change. So we hope this is a drop in the ocean with these masters and teaching us these very, very practical, useful, and easy to learn and to start on our journey. So for beginners and for seekers, I think this is very, very helpful. So I thank you for sharing that. On the note, while we're talking about the event, I also want to share, both Ismat and I feel passionately that this is the time where we all have to stand up for what we believe and really make a difference for others. And right now we feel that seniors are the most vulnerable because they are high risk and they are in need. So we have included Help Age Canada and Help Age India as part of the fundraiser, and we will, whatever funds we'll be raising, we will be making sure that they make their way towards helping seniors during this time fighting COVID and to help them through this. So Ismat had said this to me earlier. She said, well-being of seniors is the well-being of society, and that's really what we are trying to do. So moving on to the next speaker for the evening is an actress, director, producer. Kimberly Huie is fascinating. I will share a little bit about her. She is an actress who has starred in The Intervention, Deep Impact, Andromeda Media, and along with series such as Grey's Anatomy and Rookie Blue. And she was at the Ayurveda Day event that we celebrated last year. And she was absolutely generous with her sharing. And we wanted to invite her because she can speak from her experience. And we really want to hear how has it, because she's been a practitioner, a practicer for a while. So we want to hear from her, how has this impacted her? So over to you, Kimberly. Thank you for being here.
Am I muted? Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me and inviting me to share. And happy Father's Day as well to all or any fathers here. And the reason I thought of adding that is, well, yesterday was actually the 8th anniversary of my father's passing. And when I thought about what I wanted to share today, I realized that there was no coincidence in how these events connected. There are 8 limbs in yoga, 8th anniversary. My last name begins with the 8th letter of the alphabet. I have an affinity for the number 8. I like the symmetry of the number. I like that flipped on its side, it's the symbol for infinity. And in the end, our essence is infinite. So what is the connection between my essence and yoga? It's the foundation for my well-being, simply put. Yoga was the key to my grieving process when I lost my parents. It's the foundation for all of my self-care. And I should note, I believe Ismat already mentioned, for me, yoga and Ayurveda are always connected. I don't ever really speak of one without the other. I discovered them together all 17 to 20 years ago. And discovering them, discovering yoga, I'll just say it that way, that gave me the framework for my life. Dinacharya is the most important part of my life. My morning routine, it aligns with my personal mantra of start as I mean to go on. And I start my days with sun salutations and meditation, and that gives me the focus that I need in this very distracting world. And pranayama, it helped me to overcome a horrible smoking addiction. Yoga's just always been there for me. Reading, studying, that sort of self-reflection and self-inquiry that it allowed was helpful, not just to me as a person, but it helps me as an actor. I do a lot of analysis of the characters that I'm playing, and in order to say and do the things that the character says or does, I have to understand why they do those things, and an understanding of myself and my behaviors informs how I can understand others, or even if they're fictional others, to give a truthful portrayal of these characters. And the most important part of that, though, is that my clear sense of self allows me to stay healthy when I am doing this work, because I need to have that sense of where I begin and where the character begins, where I end and the character begins. Sometimes, when you're working like this, you connect parts of you to the character. Like, oh gosh, yeah, you have a little aha moment of, oh, she's using that tone that I use because I've been explaining the same thing to the fourth person in a row on this customer service call, and I know that it's not any of their fault, but I'm getting frustrated and I'm trying to not share that frustration, but I know it's coming through and it's that battle, and I recognize that in a character, and so I can connect with that. Then I don't want to stay in that energy, so I have to be able to let that go. And yoga is the thing that helps to reset me. What else did I want to share with you? Oh, well, in terms of, so that's how it has helped me as an actor, but also as a person, because it's what I use to help manage emotions and stress in a healthy way. I've also lost my mother, and when she passed in 2005, I was shattered. But I had already been doing this work with yoga and the techniques that I was learning for meditation. And I really believe that that's what helped me navigate my way through grieving. Because it's a tricky thing, and you don't necessarily always recognize when things are like what that emotion is, because it's new. And I would find myself in this state of frustration or impatience, and before I could recognize what was happening, I would be in this feeling, and then I would recognize, oh, it's connected to grief. Okay, so now that I know what the source, what the root is, now I can address the cause of my distress and make that shift accordingly. Same thing when my father was ill, and I was able to manage dealing with that. It was a really stressful time. I was moving back to Toronto. Work was stressful. There was just a lot going on. And yoga, again, was the foundation. It was the anchor that I used to move through all of that. So it continues to be the foundation for my self-care and my well-being. If I'm feeling overwhelmed, I know I can sit and breathe, meditate, pranayama. I know that my sleeping gets disrupted because my schedule is disrupted because of the shooting schedule that has me not getting to bed until 2 o'clock in the morning. There are things that I can do. There are poses, there are asanas I can do. There's meditation, there's breath work that I can do, that I can finally get myself back to a more neutral state. So yeah, this is how yoga has been the rock of my salvation, really, in day-to-day existence on this planet. So even today, you know, in the midst of a pandemic and other social unrest and protests and all of the things that are going on, I have my practice, and that's the thing that grounds me through everything. So I have a lot of gratitude for yoga, and thank you for allowing me to share. It was an honor. Thanks.
Thank you, Kimberly. And that was just, it touched me so deeply. Thank you so much for sharing that that journey and the experience and what it means, everything, what you said. It is so empowering for everybody who's listening. So I'm so touched by it, and that's something that why I want to bring in the fact that Poōrna, the wellness app, is created, because that whole experience and the way that it benefited you, we want that to reach and travel to as many people, and more people should be able to bring in these age-old practices of yoga, meditation, Ayurveda, all of these practices simply into their lives, so it brings some level of that, the rock and the anchor and the foundation that you talked about. So thank you again so much for sharing that, Kimberly. It's absolutely profound for me to say that, to hear from the masters and to hear from someone who's really been a role model in making this applicable. It's just beautiful. So thank you for that. And we are moving towards the end of the session, but everybody who's here, I just want to quickly mention the link for poornawellness.com is the way that anybody who is interested, anybody who wants to share this with their friends and family, what they have to do as a next step to this event is, if you visit poornawellness.com, and I'll share this page with you. So when you go to the website, it talks about what Poōrna is briefly, but what we are looking to do is work with a handful of people who are very keen and serious about going on this self-care, wellness, and being whole, this journey of self-fulfillment. And that's where, if you are interested, please fill in the enrollment, and just simply drop in your name and your email, or share it with somebody who would be a perfect candidate. And that's where we are inviting everyone as a next step from this event. So I've shared the link in the chat alongside, and with this, I would like to pass it on to Ismat ji to deliver the thank you message.
We'll start with thank you and dhanyawad in Sanskrit. Kimberly, you're so much right that there's no coincidence in life. And today, Yoga Day happened to be on the Father's Day, and Ayurveda and yoga are considered the siblings, but for me, they are the parents, because Ayurveda is called the mother of all healing system, and yoga is the father of all healing and integration and union, because yoga is all about discipline, and that's what the role of father is. In a way, the discipline, the so-called the provider. Of course, the roles have changed over the years, but fathers a lot in the disciplining role, and the mothers are more in the nurturing role. So it's not a coincidence that today it happens to be a Father's Day, and it happens to be the Yoga Day, and also the first day of the summer. And sun in our Indian culture is also considered as the paternal uncle. So there's that masculine energy also that is connected to the sun and the summer. So this is all beautiful. And again, going back to the Samkhya philosophy from sage Kapila, the both Purusha and the Prakruti, which is the male and the female, the Shiv and the Shakti, both are in union together in infinity, constantly working and creating and transforming and evolving. And as Jivasu, my old good friend, mentioned, that there is, the consciousness is present. We are getting aware of it. We have to move towards consciousness. So thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Jivasu. And Meenakshi, I lost count that in 15-20 minutes, I don't know how many asanas you went through. I could keep a count up to 25 postures, and then I lost the count, and it was so beautiful. I didn't do a single posture. I was like in the aha moment, just watching you, and that is what yoga is all about. It is about the flow. Create your own flow. Of course, the masters are there to guide you, but end of the day, you have to work with your own flow and follow that flow. Thank you very much to Miss Consulate General of India for taking the time on a busy day and coming for a private event rather than, there are a lot of public events or not-for-profit organizations that have organized events for the International Yoga Day. Thank you for taking the time and being an inspiration for the, not just the Indian community here in Canada, but generally being an inspiration. And yoga has been part of an Indian culture, but it's not Indian. I always say this, that it's neither Ayurveda nor yoga Indian. We've managed to preserve it, but it's for all. It's universal and it's for everyone. So thank you, Poōrna, for making that time. And to begin the session, Dipti was amazing. She set the tone with relaxation, because I remember before coming in front of the Zoom, me and Surbhi were texting each other and making sure things were good. And she set the tone for the day, and that was amazing. So once again, my big pranam to all of you for taking this time and making this occasion very special. For all of you who are out there, please make those kind donations for us seniors, as I truly believe. I have my own mother, 84 years old, and caring for a senior is it's a yoga, it's a seva yoga. It's the most satisfaction that you can attain in your life. So whether it's your own parents or someone else's parents, please take that time to make donation, or even go out there and help them and treat them nicely, as they are the wisdom keepers. So thank you very much for Senior Help Canada and Senior Help India for being part of this journey with us. And lastly, but not least, to a beautiful Surbhi for holding that energy with the Poōrna Wellness and helping in creating this event. She has been working shoulder to shoulder with me, with the Kaish team, from Ayurveda Day last year, now with the International Yoga Day. And again, we are coming to the Ayurveda Day, where the Ministry of Ayush and a lot of other initiatives from India has requested us to reorganize the Ayurveda Day. So thank you, Surbhi, very much for being with us. And thank you to the Kaish team. I am always in the front, but believe me, my faculties, students, the administrative team, the marketing team, they all are there, always trying to bring the events out there for you, and working with community partners, whether it be Poōrna Wellness, whether it be Downward Dog Studio. I've known Meenakshi for years. I've known Jivasu for years, and we have kind of worked sometimes in past and now in present together. So thank you very much. Finally, for those out there and are kind of feeling a little lost in your journey, Poōrna has created a very beautiful quiz which is related to the elements, and there are very simple questions just kind of helping you. It's like a technique. It is nothing unusual, but just a little technique. Sometimes you need that jotting technique to basically identify your internal strength, which sometimes can be easy for you to connect with your purpose, your consciousness. We all get so lost in the things that we do today, whether it be dealing with the pandemic, raising kids, paying mortgages, paying other bills, or whatever we have in our life. So if you find that anywhere in life you have lost that touch and you really want to revisit who you are, and that seeker within you is getting a little restless, but you're yet not ready to jump in and do that meditation practice daily, or get into the asanas, get on the mat. These little techniques with little quizzing can ignite you. It is called the Agni in Ayurveda, which means the igniter. So I'm sure Surbhi will be able to put that out for you, and you all can take that quiz and fill that up, and you can see where it goes. Oh, thank you. You have put it up there. And so if you want to take the time to do it, great. We will hang on for a while if anyone has questions and answers, or would like to fill the quiz and come up with some questions, or want to know more about your elemental strength. We'll be waiting for a while. And I think that's it from my end for today. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
So thank you very much, Ismat ji. That is beautiful, and likewise. And for anybody who didn't get a chance to answer all the questions, we would invite you to make your way to Poōrna Wellness, wellness.com, and that's where we will take on that journey, and we will have the in-detail quiz with you. So with that, I would like to thank each and every one of the panelists, and I would like to thank the attendees who were very patient, and I wish we could participate more, but we would like to quickly open up for any questions. If you want to type in the chat in the Q&A section. I think we had a few that were answered, but if you have any, please go ahead. And I would like to quickly acknowledge some of the people who were here. And I would like to thank Heather Kundan, of course, that's my husband, Liz, Minu, thank you, Mohini, that's my mother-in-law, Sam, Sashinka, Sheetal, and Jasasu. So thank you, all the people, and for Facebook Live audience, thank you so much for being part of this beautiful experience. And we really hope that we can bring the next phase of this to you soon, but continue on with your journey and bring and spread that peace that you have within you. Thank you very much, and we'll hope to see you soon.